All right, guys, Camaro update. Bethel's putting in work right now. Just see if you can guess what he's doing with this. His back window's out. His front windshield is out. What's going on here? I don't know if I showed you guys another clip, but what he's doing here with this rod. See if it's, no, this isn't out, but he used a little rod and he's filling in the gap, basically extending the body in a little bit more and basically making a flush mounted windshield and back window with the original size glass. Basically, there's this company named Fessler that makes a flush rear mount and front mount windshield. So it's a little bit bigger than the factory one and it reaches over to the stock body, but they're like $2,000 plus like each.
Don't zoom too close into the welds because I don't know how to weld, but I do know how to use a grinder.
So basically a way cheaper solution is putting the rod in there and filling it up with some welding and grinding all smooth like you said, and then we'll be able to utilize the same glass and the gap will be filled, making it a flush mount as well. Obviously this is going to be getting rid of the window trim that he had before. It's all over here somewhere, but the same thing going on with the front. It's going to be sticked in a little bit more, and then he's going to have to, this lip where the glass normally mounts, he's going to be using a plate to raise it up. That way the glass actually, because it normally sits a little bit below, so the metal is going to be pushing it up, allowing it to sit flush with the rest of the body. So
and so now if I ever, once I'm done with this, if I ever drive and end up a rock hitting the window or something, it's a cheap fix.
It's not going to be a $2,000 windshield replacement. It's going to be a couple $100 like the regular factory size ones. So it's a little bit more work obviously, but it's going to be worth it in the end. For one, because that's what he wants to do with this car, and for two, like you said, in case of emergency, he doesn't have to pay those $2,000 to replace the window. So that's pretty much what's been going on with the Camaro. Bethel's been doing little different things.
Showing the doors already too?
Also that's been done is his door skins. I'm sure you guys have seen clips before, but now they're completed. His old door skins were completely beat and rotted out along the bottom, and now they're solid. So these he got these door skins at Classic Industries. This is the passenger side, and he's even got the driver side completed. So now it's gonna allow for Martin to work these a lot easier than the doors he had before, because they were pretty beat up. If you can't already tell, the Nova's been finished with paint. Now this is what's next. So Bethel's getting all the panels ready, doing all the last of metal work / body work that he wants done, mods or whatever, before my brother Martin starts going 100 on this one. So that's what Bethel's been doing to the car.
Missing too the hood and the spoiler, you can tell. Try and guess.
Oh yeah.
That.
So
If we brought that
the
up.
hood's missing, and this is new. The rear part of the spoiler is missing. So I don't know. Oh, this stuff's new too, right? This is new. So I'll just leave you guys on a guess on that one. If you could guess what's gonna happen with this. All right, guys. So another day on the Camaro, continuing with Project Flush Windows. So the metal has been extended all the way around here, grinded down, and it's been painted just so it doesn't rust for now. But this is just like roughly, because it's still missing
Push it up a little bit. Spacers and everything.
it's still missing like the little spacers, but they ended up welding the rod. Now you can kind of barely tell. You can see here where it stops. You got to trim that a little bit, but they added the rod just enough so that it's like about this eighth of an inch thick all the way around. Like I said, it's kind of, he just threw it on right now, so it's not sitting perfect, but you can see on this side.
See how, like right here, it's kind of good. It's close to being flush.
Right here, it's close to flush.
That's just with, like, when we put the windows back in, the glue.
Yeah,
more
the glue's gonna set it.
Like up here too.
The height,
sitting low.
right there, it's sitting low. They have spacers in place to kind of like mock where we want it to sit.
Once it's sitting flush, like
But once it's sitting flush, you got that flush all the way around like this.
And
so
obviously with fucking Martin's bodywork and everything to get it just that perfect.
Yeah, the perfect finish. So this is what he's been working on. And once he gets this side all set in place, like we said, this side just needs the 2 plates. Then this one's gonna get 3, 1 on each side and then 1 across the top. Then it'll be nice prep and clean, everything cleaned up, so the window guys to come and install these properly. He's gonna go he's gonna get new windows anyways. This one, I mean this one's good, right?
Yeah.
This one's still good, but the front one cracked when we were taking it out. It was already cracked to begin with, so he was gonna replace it anyways. And then he's also, I think, gonna go with new door windows too, so we're gonna get new glass all along this thing. And it's gonna be nice.
If the car's getting painted, might as well throw everything off. New windows so it doesn't look stupid.
Alright guys, so Beto wrapped up most of the work that needs to be done on the windows in order to do the flush windows. So we showed you.
I put the glue on too, on the inside.
He put the seam sealant along the inside under the metal strips that he added, obviously so the window could still grab more since it's being lifted. It needs more metal to grab with the glue. So he did some stitch welding along the side and the back side. So on the back side he put seam sealant on that side as well. You did on the back too, right?
Yeah.
And all along the back.
I'm not doing it on top because it's gonna be filled with the kitty hair bond.
Okay, yeah. So since he added this rod here and then he welded across to fill the gap, extending this pillar, now it kind of goes in a little deeper than normal. Well, normally it never went in like that, but now it overhangs. So what my brother's gonna do is use kitty hair and apply that on the insides, and that's gonna cover up all the welds up in there. Same thing along the top up here. So that's gonna be used to fill this fucking opening. But now that's most of the work and metal work that needs to be done here. Alright players, Beto's ripped out the interior. The seats are out, front seats, rear seats. And now he's taking, actually I need to get these for the Nova.
What?
These little side plate things. But he's about to rip out this carpet.
What the hell? I already got kill mat under here?
Why do you have that?
I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, it just comes off. Damn, that's so clean. What color even is this? What color was this car, dude?
Purple, I think.
Oh, look at the floor. It's clean. But like blue. What?
Just picking this shit up. What the fuck is it on over there?
A bolt or something?
For sale. Hit me up. You want it?
Do not buy that shit. If you guys see this, an ad for this, do not fucking message him, bro.
Took it. It's still for sale.
Extra fee if you want this, right?
Yeah.
Alright players, so Beto got everything out finally. So the only really bad area is this rust hole that we were joking about the other day, and the front's a little surface rusty too. But right now what he's doing is just wire wheeling all the surface rust. Everything else is pretty clean. We're gonna clean up all the surface rust, get some Pour 15 in here. We gotta fix this hole, and then a couple spots on this floorboard here, and then we're gonna start patching it up with the kill mat. So should be pretty quiet in here soon. I mean, it did have the original like sound deadener and insulation in there, but the doors are noisy for sure. Yeah, these big old dumb doors. Yeah, you're gonna have to clean these too. That stuff, it's all dusty, but the kill mat doesn't really stick well if it's not a clean surface. All right guys, so there was a little rusty spot back here. I'll show you right now, but we cut it out and cut a little patch for it. Got a magnet, just gonna little quick patch, easy. And we're gonna do that for the rest of the spots too. A few little patches like this, doesn't have to be perfect, it's just little spots. If it was the whole floor, it would take a lot more time to align and everything, but just little spots to fix. Here's some more holes cut out for rust. This is what we cut out. We just wire wheeled everything, and we spray canned the port 15 over everything. So all the panels, all the little patches that we did are nice and sealed now. Surface rust has been cleaned up, and now the bare metal is covered in port 15 to prevent any more rust. So yeah, now it's just time to let this stuff dry. We didn't cover all of the floor because it's still just clean metal, like the factory paint or whatever. So let this dry. I don't know what he's gonna do after this, but pretty much let it dry and prep for the kill mat to go in.
Not sponsored, so we're gonna cover the brand.
This is a can we use to paint all this, so 10 out of 10 recommend.
Paint the whole car with
Good stuff, I know. Alright guys, another day on the Camaro out here, and Beto's throwing in some kill mat. As you can see here, I had I think 2 full boxes left over from when I did the Nova, and I had like a half box left, so he's starting with that one. Starting up, going up against the firewall. He bought that little roller from Home Depot. Alright guys, so if you haven't put any of this kind of stuff on before, the back for at least this brand, I don't know if the other brands are like the same, but the back has like this just piece of paper on it, and then you just peel it off, and this black is like really sticky. So you just got to make sure whatever surface you're sticking it to is real clean, and make sure you wash it off nice before you start installing it. Otherwise it's gonna start peeling off later. So Beto's pretty much hooked up all the floor, and he's gonna start doing the roof of the car, the ceiling.
Good job.
So Beto's getting it all nice and cleaned up in here to start working on this. Here's a dash from, what is it, Beto? 6th gen?
Yeah, 6th gen Camaro.
6th gen Camaro dash. He got the door panels, the center console. So he's got new carpet too, so he's hooking up all this, gonna do carpet. We're gonna have to do all kinds of stuff to make that dash fit in here. Alright guys, Beto just ripped out the dash, and it looks crazy in here right now, but there was his old glove box he made out of cereal.
Still to this day was holding all my shit.
This is the old dash right here, the Camaro one, and this is the new Camaro one. Similar style going on. This one doesn't even have a glove box, does it?
It does. It comes
It's
with one.
underneath?
I gotta get it. Yeah.
Oh. Well, look, you basically, it's almost like the same thing. You got the opening here. Pretty simple style.
The center consoles are more like
Yeah, the center consoles, basically almost the same thing. Like, that's pretty cool. That pretty much concludes this part of the Camaro video. I mean, as you could tell, there's so many things going on at once, but I'm gonna try to keep these videos car by car. So like everything here is gonna be about the Camaro. Like I said, we were doing the flush mount windows, and now he's doing the interior. 6th gen Camaro interior, dash, center console, door panels, all this kind of stuff. So also the sound deadener. So thanks for sticking to the end, guys, and look forward to future videos on this, finishing up the glass and mounting all this stuff. We're gonna be showing you step by step basically how we're getting this interior to mount up in here. So
Look out for the next episode.
Aw.